These days we can Google how to do just about anything. In fact, I Googled how to just to see what it would autofill, and one of the things that it did not autofill was how to friend. Friendships are good, but they can also be difficult, and that's because they're always changing. I wish someone would have said, this is how to friend. You know? Anytime you mix two complex human beings in a close relationship, it isn't always easy to understand or maintain peace. Friendships take a lot of work. Growing up, we weren't taught how to be friends. With that being said, our friendships are usually formed by default. We don't put any more thought into that. And this is totally normal and natural, but it certainly doesn't mean that we'll have great friendships. Why? Because friendship is hard. When it comes to friendship, things are always changing. You're not always sure where you stand with your friends, and expectations aren't always met. When it comes to friendship, we all tend to focus on what we're not getting from the people in our lives. Here's the good news. What we're talking about today and in this series has the potential to be a game changer when it comes to the way that we approach every aspect of a friendship. So, as old as the Bible is, it still has something good to say about relationships with other people. At one point, John writes about a very serious moment in Jesus' life, and it took place right before Jesus would be arrested and sentenced to die on the cross. Considering what was ahead for him, Jesus could have been looking around the table, looking at his friends, thinking, man, what are these guys actually gonna do for me when this all goes down? Are they gonna prove that they're my real friends? See, instead of being reactive, Jesus was proactive with his friendship. Check it out. So he got up from the table, took off his robe, wrapped a towel around his waist, and poured water into a basin. Then he began to wash the disciples' feet, drying them with a towel that he had around him. Back then, this was a job that was typically done by a servant for a house guest. But Jesus was the master of flipping people's expectations. Jesus demonstrated to his disciples what true friendship looks like. He took the first step. He did it for them to model what kind of friend that he wanted them to be to other people. In fact, in a different gospel written by Luke, who was a doctor, he records Jesus saying something that's some pretty good advice when it comes to friendship. And he records this: do to others as you would like them do to you. See, we need to treat our friends the way that we wish that they would treat us. But let's be honest, this is difficult to do. Usually, we take the opposite approach. We react, we treat people the way that they treat us. We respond how they make us feel. But if we really think about it, we can agree that that's not what we want our friendships to look like. Being a friend means serving your friends. We can follow Jesus' example in our friendships and serve others right now. There are a million ways that you and I can serve our friends and put them first without waiting for them to do it. You don't have to go and wash your friends' feet, but for the sake of today, let's talk about 3 simple ideas. Just think about your friends, listen to your friends, and pray for your friends. If you do these things, it doesn't mean that everything is going to work out perfectly in your friendship all the time, but this will be powerful for you moving forward. For the rest of your life, you're gonna be in friendships and relationships, learning how to serve, make the first move, and put others first will create an incredible foundation for you to build friends in the future. And at the end of the day, the only friend you can control is you. Being a friend means serving your friends. Imagine if you become comfortable making the first move. Being this kind of friend will take work, but I promise you, the work is worth it.